them my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me. Pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Bears under the lights on Monday night.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a fourth-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins. They go play action here on first down. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hey, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You can expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out. And that could be their Achilles heel.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Off play action. Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send Williams in motion right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Vikings at 6-5 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
7 yards there and a first down. Richardson to throw off play action. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Richardson on the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. They completes it right side of the lane. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears now ready to take over again. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're...
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle there by Lewis Seen. 2nd down and 6 now. They run again with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Cousins to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards, all they could muster there to bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got it to Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Richardson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of...
And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Rashad White with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing is Cousins. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Cousins. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete in the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now here's Bradley Pinion now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now Richardson. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Richardson to the air on first down. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Richardson off the play fake. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Let's take it inside his own 40. Bulldozes past him. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Richardson now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Forced out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Back to the air with Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I'm going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Williams, a man in motion right. Richardson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Right side to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Richardson on 3rd and short. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Off play action, Richardson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Jamison Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. He's across midfield. Gets through and now an opening. And down to the 19-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cousins again. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Cousins going to change it up. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't.
Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle.
That's right. Agreed. This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Play action. Now Richardson. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Throwing now is Richardson. He's got it to Williams. Touchdown, Vikings! Jamison Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over a minute 40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw caught by Pierce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, here's Cousins.
We'll swing to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To the air again, it's Cousins. Throw, and the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Richardson's throw caught here by Metcalf. And he will have a Viking first down. That should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So it's a win for the Vikings, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for Minnesota, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this